Hello, Okay, now it's time to move on to the next mission. Yeah. Razor covered, Erica sets out with renewed determination, passing through the ancient forest of Zaha, bringing them closer to Grotto's border. So near the town of Seraphu. Every time I get into this game, I realize how badly I cannot pronounce any of it. I forgot the same as zombie-like creatures. Was that in my last recording? And yes, I have taken a break in between this and my current recording. Between Seraphu at the border of Renice and Grotto. Why do I bother? Once we cross, we'll be in Grotto. Reval won't be much farther. I'm trying to remember his name right now. And that sounds horrible, but there are a lot of just knights, especially Cavalier Paladin knights with red hair. There's him, which I want to say his name is Seth. There's another guy named Cain, which he may be Cain. Who knows? I don't know who he is, but I'm 90% certain he's a healer and she is a mage. How could such abominations walk our land while the sacred stones protect us? Lute, okay. The vanguard of the Demon King in the past, in the days of darkness, the tomb of Nazina describes him in chapter 2, section 7, paragraph 8. Oh my god, is that their Bible? It must be their Bible. I'm a prodigy. I recall almost everything I see or hear. According to the book, remnants attack using razor-sharp claws. Sounds painful, wouldn't you say? Yes, well, be that as it may, I might as well go aid the travelers outside. You should stay here within the safety of the village. Very well, I don't mind staying here. In fact, it seems a smarter choice. Magic is far more powerful than any monster's claws. The thickest hide, the strongest armor are useless against magic powers. Yes, I suppose I could have studied swords, but only a magic is worthy of me. She has an interesting ego, and I kind of like it. And it's definitely a lot of exposition to clearly showcase she is mage. Even if this village were to be assaulted by monsters, I could defend it perfectly. Which does make some actual sense as well to leave her in the village because, hey, she may be better off protecting these people rather than fighting on the front lines. There are 3 different schools of magic, each governed by the Trinity of Magic. This is the round table of magic now. Light is stronger than dark, dark is stronger than anima, anima is strong against light. For now, just remember that light is strong against dark. Anima, I believe, involves fire, water, and wind. But I think there's also a third. I think there's anima totally separate. Arthur! Well, Simon has to cleansing the forest of these things. So many of the fiends, though, that I wonder if I can stand much of a chance alone. If you would please, flee now while you have the chance. Fiends? They're nothing but legend and fairy tales. You say that, but a lot of weird stuff has started to happen. You know, like a random war starting to break out. Surely no reason alone, but why are they here? How? Something approaches. Please allow me to deal with this. Evil shade, may blessed light drive you from the sun. Oh! Lightning? That's not light magic. I'm sorry, it's not. It really isn't. cannot be stopped by physical defense. However, magic resistance can affect the damage it does. So it is possible to do high damage to units like knights who possess strong defenses. On the other hand, it's difficult to harm units with high resistance like Pegasus Knights. Magic can also be used to attack, directly, indirectly, like a hand axe. It can be wielded like a sword to strike adjacent foes, or like a bow to hit enemies at a distance. Wait a second. I was in later games, and then maybe this is something they changed post this, but even prior to this, I was fairly certain. Ooh, who leave behind? Now this is gonna get interesting. Oh. If I leave Mulder behind, he will surely be useless later on. Res 5. I know who I'm leaving behind. You. For damn sure. Cause frankly, you were the worst. And you will die in a single hit, likely. So Nemi instead of Ross. Yeah, that seems like the best option. Fight. Listen south. If any of you can get there swiftly, I implore you to watch over her safety. Dude, you know she uses magic. Force another. I've been using this previously in other maps. This is the first time they're actually saying it, but different terrains make it harder for enemies to hit you. Horsemen gates, to name a few, use terrain for advantage in combat to avoid risking your units. So anything with this in it. It's tough terrain. They're sitting in this, it's easy terrain. And so I think it's similar to snags. Mountains also are similar. And enemies get the same benefits that 10 times 2, that will not kill him, so no. Very much in the must kill kind of arrangement at the moment. Or I can do this. That's not gonna work. It's better. Yeah. They're both in the same terrain, so they both have issues. Iron Axe. Come on! One hit! You only needed one hit and you missed. Thank you. Even though it makes it harder for enemies to hit, it doesn't make it impossible, so need be still kind of go for it every now and again. Wait, browse. You're Seth! Okay, good. I was confusing you with Kane for a little bit. Just a little bit though. I promise it wasn't for long. So what sort of tempted me into recording this, even though I should have recorded more of this much earlier, definitely recording this over doing more of the Undertale, which is I think the only other game I have on my chopping block, or doing one-shots even, but I've been playing, and I imagine a lot of people are going to be playing, a lot of Smash Ultimate, and I basically, if it's a Fire Emblem character, I'm probably playing them. and I actually found a new main in Corrin, which I've talked in length many times about my distaste on so many levels for the freaking Fire Emblem Fates games, but playing this one, it's been a lot of fun in Ultimate at least, so I was near tempted to think about, okay, let me play Fates again. But then I remembered Fates is still going to be the same game, even if my perception of one character has changed, it's not going to make that experience any better. So, that's definitely not going to happen. But, I am... like, the only way I would actually ever attempt to play Fates again is if, one, I get a free copy because I'm not spending money on it again. And two, I basically am forced to play it by somebody coaching me through it, because that game makes me cringe super hard. Though I have found, even with Ultimate, I can get rid of some of that cringe just by not playing the female role. And that's because I played the female role originally when I was trying to get through the game, and when I ended up not enjoying it at all. But I have more familiarity with the female role and more attunement and to play as it when I pick up a game. I pick female roles most likely, because I play enough male characters in other games, so. But by playing the male role in Ultimate, I get rid of that old attachment that I had. Plus, I actually like the colors of the male Corrin more than the female version. Actually, I have a similar thing with Ike. Ike's older version colors I think are a lot better, but I like his younger appearance more. But yeah, Smash Ultimate's a good game. A great game. Game of the year. Or at least it should have been Game of the Year. Your Game Awards. Just saying. I know it wasn't released yet. Ah, I just got a spirit. Heavenly are besieged by agents of evil. So she's Little Rachel, because that's all I can think of. I was in a way to pronounce it. Wow, this is a lot of characters being basically recruited in one area. Let's move you here. Yeah, you can do like no damage, so it's perfect. I'm slightly concerned about trying to get her there right now. I would like to, but I think it may be a not great idea at the moment. Heal. Oh, looky there, Boulder. You have 4 levels. Ugh. Let's see. Did you see that old snag to the side? That'd be handy bridge if you could knock it over twice. Take a weapon to it and give it a good few whacks. That should do it. Here, take this little try on to do the trick. Ooh, that's a very good. Because I don't want to move Vanessa in alone, but knock this down, create a bridge, get a couple other characters across nearby to take out in one of these guys, then that'd be perfect. Arthur takes out this one, and Erica should be able to take out the eyeball. Two. Oh, thank God she killed it, because otherwise I also realized that would have been bad. Because she had 4 health. And has 4 health now. So, oy. I have a question. This may only be for later games. But later games you can also skip through the enemy space. Which has good and bad. One, it makes it go faster. And the bad part about skipping through the enemy space is you basically could end up not really seeing where some of them have moved to. Because I've had that issue happen with me before, is I wasn't paying attention. Now, enemy that I thought was further away is now right here on top of me. And so now I have a whole new mess to deal with. There we go. Sword.